So today I'm going to try Ableton's new synth, which came out with version 11.3, and it's called Drift. I'm going to try out some of the bass lines or the bass sounds, and I really want to try synth pop bass. I'm going to just drag that in here, and as you can see, it's a preset with lots of preset macros in there. So I'm just going to have a little play. So I think that's pretty cool. I think there's a bit of delay there. Just get rid of that. And we just we'll try that. So I've got a little drum loop here. I'm just going to play a bit of bass, just randomly playing bass here to just, I guess, jam with it. Let's record some of this cool bass. Let's just fix that up as well. We just quantize it. And we just move it like that. Now, what I wanted to do is start, I guess, trying to hear what some of these filters and resonance things sound like, just to hear the sound. This is literally the first time I've ever used the synth, because I've never really needed another analog synth, because I've got Diva, but just take a listen to it. It sounds pretty good. Let's actually dive into the synth a little bit more. Hopefully we'll see in a sec. So you can see here there's a pretty nice little layout actually. You've got filters and your envelopes quite nicely sort of organized. I'm going to take the delay and saturator off so we can just really hear how it sounds. Let's unmap everything. Yeah, this is very analog, isn't it? Let's unmap the sustain. Let's try different shapes. That's pretty nice. Let's reduce the voices. Go to poly mode. That shouldn't matter actually. Let's try unison. That's pretty wide, isn't it? Glide. Type 1 and Type 2 filters. Type 2 is really deep. Wow, that's really nice too. There's frequency modulation. You can choose different things to modulate there. I like that slide one a lot. And you've got this little EQ thing in here on the filter. EQ envelope. That's a really big sound. And you've got these two LFOs. Really nice. We'll just detune the second oscillator. So I just increased the volume of the second oscillator and listen how massive that sounds. Just put a bit of noise in there. This is the first oscillator. Wow. This is a fat synth, guys. Let's just put the delay back in there. What I want to do is put a reverb on this. We're just going to look for the Valhalla. Actually, let's put the drums on it as well. So we'll just look for the Valhalla plugin, and in fact we've got one on the side chain, so we just bring that in. Whoa, listen to that sound. That's huge. Now what I want to bring in now is a kickstart. I want to bring in a side chain. Let's just reduce the volume of the second oscillator and increase the first one. It's actually pretty easy to use. I mean, it's a pretty nice way just to sort of look at the oscillators, the volumes of each oscillator, and you can just simply detune, increase the octave. It's pretty easy to use, to be honest. You've got these two types of filters. One's really fat and one's a a low pass, and envelopes are super easy, but the sound you get, especially with that reverb in, is massive. I mean, just wow, this new synth, it is just worth upgrading to version 11 for this drift synth. It is super, super smooth, super nice, really analog, huge sounding. And yeah, there is actually another synth called Analog. I reckon it's also almost as good, but I don't know, for some reason it seems to be misunderstood and not used as much, but drift is definitely going to take off. I think drift is analog on steroids. So yeah, if you haven't tried it yet, give it a go. It's probably sitting in there and you've probably never seen it. So it's fantastic. Give it a go. Thanks. See you later.